Hot Springs Village Inside Out is a closer look at the greatness of Hot Springs Village, Arkansas and the surrounding areas. People, places, experiences. Hot Springs Village is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Join me, Randy Cantrell, and my co-host Dennis Simpson as we engage in weekly conversations to explore Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Today's show is brought to you by Central Arkansas's favorite radio station, KVRE. Find them on the dial at 92.9 FM. Stream them live, kvre.com. Today's show is brought to you by RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village. The award-winning RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village is the largest real estate office inside the village with over 30 full-time agents and support staff. Visit them to learn more about this beautiful place to solve your real estate needs. Call them at 1-800-364-9007. Find them online at explorehsv.com. They are RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village at 1-800-364-9007 or online at explorehsv.com. HSV Inside Out is also brought to you by Ike Eisenhower State Farm. Ike and his award-winning team have been serving the insurance needs of folks all around Hot Springs Village since 1998. Ike has qualified for State Farm's President's Club, Chairman's Circle, and Hot Springs Village Insurance Agent of the Year. Call Ike Eisenhower State Farm today at 501-984-4100. That's 501-984-4100. Find them online at ikeeisenhower.net. Call them today for all your insurance needs because, like a good neighbor, Ike Eisenhower State Farm is there.
Hey people, Dennis Simpson here, Hot Springs Village Inside Out. And yeah, I'm the good looking one. I've got kind of a long ears here today. But we're going to be doing the Donkey Show 2.0. Oh, look, Randy's joined me. He's the one on the left. His hair's a little disheveled. I think I'm the better looking of the Jacks, if you know what I'm alluding to. Today, this one always makes me laugh. These are such fun, sweet animals. And we're going to tell you how to get to the donkey trail. We're going to tell you how to interact with the donkeys, maybe, if you get a chance to. The donkey trail is shown on the screen here, and this is part 2.0 of the show that we did last week, or it may have been a week or so ago. But we did a show about how to get to the donkey trail. Well, and I didn't even know it was called the donkey trails. By the way, they come running up to you if they're in that pasture and they know you might have some grass. This was June, about 2 or 3 years ago, when Diane and I went, and we shot this footage, these just photos. We never had any idea that we would be putting this into a show or anything. And there is my lovely wife. And if you don't have somebody in your life that makes you smile like she does, or anybody that makes you smile, get you one. This is such a lot of fun. We just pulled up. We were driving up Danville Road, and we thought, you know what? Let's just pull over and see. Oh my goodness, they're hungry. They're ready to have some grass. And we pulled up some weeds and grass from our side of the fence and fed it to them. And they're gentle. They're very touchable. But what you want to know is that these Jacks are guard donkeys. And for you city folk that have never heard that term, I'm serious as a heart attack. These are guard donkeys. We're all cool and fine, and they're hanging out with the cattle, and they'll do the same thing with sheep. But the donkeys will stick by themselves, and then the cattle will stick by themselves. A couple of cows came up while we were here that day, but they were very timid and whatever. But the donkeys, they'll come right up to you. And if you're a coyote or a wolf, so anything that appears to be a threat to these donkeys, to their herd, their cattle, they will come after you, my friends. So just don't look like a threat, if you know what I mean. Docile, tender, obviously they're molting at this time or shedding, but super, super sweet animals, and just literally eat the food right out of your hand. Again, these are wild animals, to be very careful, be very attentive. This is the area we're talking about. This is the drone shot from above, and to the right at the very end, stay tuned, because we're going to have a shot you won't believe. In the upper left-hand corner is Lake Cortez, and right beside that is Lake Lago, passing out of the frame now. And some of the land you're seeing right now is not inside the village. This is, as you see it now, all not inside the village. This is Danville Road as the road kind of comes out of the village and straightens up. Now, I didn't know until part 1, when we went and shot this video, that the local people that ride this on a bicycle call this the Donkey Trail. I drove across and got to the other side and was basically sitting on the bridge, and a bicyclist that I had passed came up and we chatted a minute. He's seen the show, Hot Springs Village Inside Out. You know the name, yeah. Knew who I was, knew what we did. He made note that we were not necessarily inside the village anymore. And I said, no, but the name of the show is Hot Springs Village Inside Out. And he kind of chuckled and we grinned. But once again, beautiful pasture, beautiful meadow. And you're thinking, okay, why are you doing this, Dennis? Because on the other side, if you couldn't see it from part one when we drove over there, we're about to run into some trees. The tree line indicates that you are at the Middle Fork River, the Middle Fork of the Saline River, and that is a protected waterway. And if you'll notice right down there, as you're looking back through it, you'll see very quickly that there is a bridge and there is the waterway. Once again, I'm not the world's greatest drone pilot, but bear with me, okay? You can see part of that. We're going to see more of the creek and the river here in just a minute. And man, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful area. Who knew this was just outside the village? As a matter of fact, that property to the right, now we've turned around and we're heading back to where we came from. This is actually just reverse. The lake you see in the distance is Lake Balboa. Just to give you an idea of how basically tight all this is, but if you never leave the village, you never know because you can't see these from there. So it's an absolutely beautiful area. I've just decided to fly the drone back across the Tillery Farm. Once again, this is Alan Tillery's farm, and you'll hear the name Tillery Farm or Tillery Chevrolet. And stay tuned to the very end of the show for just a little bit of tweaking there. We'll show you the little bit of the story at the very end. It's really, really cute. So hope you're enjoying this. I'm about to set the drone down. We're coming up to the intersection. The Tillerys and their family usually actually live up inside these woods here. Just behind these woods, there's a little road, and that road back there is actually back in the village. And just to the right is some other properties that are very adjacent to the village. Now you're looking back, actually, it's Coronado Hill right there. That's the hill above Coronado Mountain in the very center of your frame. And to the left, that's Lake Balboa. And yeah, this is private property here, but just in the distance, just a little bit back, that's going to be the village again. Those mountains you see in the back, those are the village again. So it's an interesting thing to see by air. I truly love flying my drone and looking around some. If you enjoy this, I hope you let us know in the comments. We'd like to know more about it. There's my little car. And if the Tillery Farm tells you anything, anybody who builds a gazebo and a cross with this correlation, and these are just good Christian folks. Their faith means something to them, and not because they put a cross up, but because they're just good country people. We're actually driving over the donkeys right now. We're flying over the donkeys. We're going to go back out to the Middle Fork of the Saline, and I'm going to show you what it looks like way up there. To the right is an area called Pertusa, P-E-R-U-S-A, Pertusa. And back behind us is an area called Benefar, and we're in between those two mountains, actually, that range. And this area is just as beautiful as it could possibly be. I've actually taken the option, if you don't mind, I'm going to zoom in here in just a minute and show you how beautiful and wild the Middle Fork of the Saline River is. By the way, this is our water supply. I'm not going to tell you where, but about 3 miles back behind us, the other direction, there is a pickup station that Mr. Cooper built years ago, and that is a lease to pick up 1 million gallons a day. 1 million gallons a day, and put it into Lake Lago. Now, the belief is that we could probably go for about 18 months on Lake Lago as it stands right now. We have a lease to put 1 million gallons a day out of the Middle Fork of the Saline River based on its limitations and what it's doing right now, and put that into Lake Lago. So that's where the water comes from, people. As you can see, it's absolutely pristinely beautiful. The mountain to the right is behind the actually behind DeMonte. It's to the north of the DeMonte golf course. Absolutely beautiful countryside. And we've had a wonderful summer this year. It's kept everything green. This was shot late August and still just as pretty as it can be. Once again, a federally protected waterway. This is about as pristine as you're going to get. Like I say, we pull it right up out of the creek and send it over to the Lake Lago. And it settles out there for turbidity and sits there for a few days and or months or years, and then we pull that back out and feed all our water supplies. If you'll notice in the far upper left-hand corner, you see a place that's been clear-cut. That is more than likely Green Bay Packaging. That's the successor to Weyerhaeuser. Weyerhaeuser got much of this land after the railroad was made. They bought a lot of this land from the Dirks Timber Company in 1971, but Weyerhaeuser already had a significant swap of land here that they bought when they put the railroad through, and that would be the railroad between Little Rock and Hot Springs. Now we're going back for a little, not mile-high view, but a little bit higher up view to see the distance of what we're talking about. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's that is Mail Route Road. And then we're turning back around. We're looking at Lake Balboa there, and we're going to come right back toward the sun and look at this beautiful view. I'm told you're not supposed to shoot into the sun, but it's still pretty nice now. So the Tilleries, I don't know where the extent of their land ranges. I really don't know. But I will tell you that the Tilleries are wonderful people, great citizens of the community, I'll tell you that. And I will also say that for a Chevrolet Sales Award, they won an award one time. And, is it a plaque on the wall? Is it an honorary mention? Is it a buckle or a medallion or something? No, you're about to see. It's something much, much, much more tangible and much more enjoyable, I would call it. We'll see that here at the very, very end. I'm kind of waiting for that to pop up. But also, I want to make note, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you would, please give us comments, HSV Inside Out, and go to the comment section. Tell us about this video. Tell us what you think, or go to YouTube, where we're gaining more subscribers every day, and hope that you truly, truly enjoy this. If you're like me, I'm the guy at the controls on the drones thinking, man, this is gorgeous. And there's the Tillery intro again, and there is the swimming pool shaped like a bow tie. Apparently, when you win an award with the fine people at Chevrolet, if you do well enough, they will give you a free swimming pool in the shape of a bow tie. That's right. Hope y'all have enjoyed this. Hope we can see you again. Hot Springs Village, Inside Out, Dennis Simpson. We will. See you next time.
Thanks for watching and listening to Hot Springs Village Inside Out, a weekly podcast starring Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Visit the website at hotspringsvillageinsideout.com.